Hello. Wow. Been a wait. Thank you guys for sticking with it and watching. Oh my god. Late home from work. Mrs. forgot that I said I needed to stream at 3:30. By the time I got everything set up, we had a unexpected visitor, and yeah, Mrs. brought her into the living room, which is where I have my computer. So yes, trying to tactfully say, would you mind leaving so I can do a live stream for sim racing? Not the easiest conversation to have. But yes, we're here now. Let's get on with it quickly. Just give me a moment to set up the wheels, which I've kind of got set up, and make sure that's working. And I'll roll the intro video straight away. Here we go. Okay, gonna do a mic check. Confirm you guys can hear me okay. Just quickly in chat before we go any further. Hopefully you can. Mic check, mic check. Somebody say something so I know you can hear me. And then we can start the spinning of the wheels. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, here we go. Cheers for. Really appreciate you waiting. We've got 9 million of you watching. Same as last time, we've got 11 communities to spin the wheels for, and then the reserves as well. Yeah, starting off with 10T. So we've got Zads, Linus, Extreme Games, and Blue Fear. Here we go. Let's allocate them. Blue Fear to server 1. Linus also to server 1, which will mean the last two drivers will spin the wheel, but will both be to server 2. So that's Extreme Games and Zads. There we go. Let's put the results on there. So that's recorded on the stream, and let's move on over to AMSU. It's AMSU's combo. So let's see how the AMSU drivers split. Who will be paired up with who? So Franco will be on server 1. G-Bear on server 2. So an even split so far. So it'll be Franco and Racezilla on server 1, which means it'll be myself and G-Bear on server 2. Again, that's the results on there. Okay, so let's go once again, and this time for KCSR. That's Johnny, Tex, Glenn, and Blankfile. Tex goes on server 1. Blank is server 2. So it's Blank and Glenn on server 2, which means it is Johnny and... oh, did that just do it twice because I span it too quickly? But just because I clicked the spin before it removed the driver, but it will be Johnny and Tex on server 1. That's why that went a bit weird. That I'm rushing it. I forgot to wait for it to clear down the already used driver. Okay, so on to MVRC with Karizada, Pete. Pete M was, I think, very, very quick in the shakedown that we had a couple of days ago. Flip Flops and Dan, or Welsh Motorsport. Here we go. Karizada, server 1. Pete M also on server 1. So Karizada and Pete M join each other, and then that also means Flip Flops and Dan will be on server 2. So, as usual, I'll compile these to listen to them on the old Discord, so you each know which server you signed up for. The registrations will open for both servers just as soon as I get that populated. Yeah, and then we've got the races on Wednesday. So let's move to Noob Gamers, NBZ. That is Tom Goodwrench, Nonny Rat, and Harm, and there'll be a driver that I haven't yet assigned from the reserves pool who will be assigned shortly after I've got the stream finished. They've only managed to field 3 drivers, so a 4th driver will come from the pool of reserve. So the reserve driver will go on server 1. Who will they go with? Well, it won't be Harm because he's on server 2. Nonny Rat and a driver from the reserve pool will be on server 1, which leaves Tom and Harm on server 2. We'll make our way through now. On to Nomad Racing Team NRT. That's Noodle, Nessie, Andy Moore, and Tin Nez. Andy Moore, server 1. Evil Noodle, server 2. So it's Nessie and Noodle on server 2, which will leave Tin Nez and Andy Moore on server 1. PBM, Piston Brake Motorsport, that's Gaz, Craig Starkey, Daniel Moffat, and reading upside down there, Paul Wallace. Here we go with them. Craig's on server 2. That's Daniel Moffat joining him on server 2, which means Paul Wallace and Gaz will both be on server 1. Okay, RPM League. That's Rocco, Flying Hawk, Raptor, and Roy. Rocco will be on server 1. Roy's on server 2, so even split so far. Raptor's server 1, which leaves obviously Flying Hawk on server 2. Let's just show those results on there. So Rocco and Raptor server 1, Roy and Hawkick on server 2. A couple of communities left now. Real Racing Club, Sim Racing Italia, that's Michelle, Mattia, Daniela, and another Michelle Busata and Michelle Giamaroni. Danielle, server 1. Michelle also on server 1, and apologies to the Italian chaps here, I'm sure I am ruining your names. Apologies. Matthias then on server 2, and he'll be joined by Michelle Busata on server 2. Switch to the results pane, there we go. 2 more communities to go now. SRGP, that will be Carapau, again another driver who will be taken from the reserves. They've only been able to field 3 drivers, I believe. Alpha Sign and Andy and GH. Server 1 Carapau. Paired with a reserve driver from the other team. Alpha Sign then, server 2, and of course that leaves Andy on server 2 as well. Last community then, Semi-Slick Racing, that is Statue, Randers, Jerry and Dustin. Dustin server 1. Statue server 1. Randers server 2. And that will leave Jerry on server 2 as well. Then we've got the reserves. So, have I opened the reserves up? There we go, the reserves. So these are extra drivers, surplus drivers, you might say. that the various communities have put forward. AMSU's got 2 reserves, Aaron and Loz. MVRC 2 reserves, Jin and Savage Paddy. Nomads with Chris and Andy Bonar. Semi Slick Racing, I've got Caffalor. MVRC got Andy Withers, and 10T got Prue and Lagslug. So that's 10 drivers, and let's just add an extra 2 slots for the servers. There we go, so 10 drivers and 10 server slots, 5 each of the server 1 and 5 each of the server 2. And then once we've done that, I will be in contact with one of the drivers for 2 communities that are short of drivers. So one driver for each community that is only fielding 3 drivers. Here we go then, let's spin the wheel for the result. Caffalor, server 2. Savage Paddy, server 1. That's for MVRC. Owen joins Savage Paddy on server 1. Chris also joins Savage Paddy and Owen on server 1. Lagslug server 2. Oh, that's right on the line, but it goes to Jin on server 1. That's for MVRC. Andy Bonar on server 2 for Nomads. Prue on server 2 for a 10T. Captain Withers on server 2, which leaves Lozarch on server 1. Now, I better just check that myself and Roy have been allocated to different servers, because we have to be on different servers because we are the hosts first. So I've been on server 2. What did Roy get? Didn't even look at that. I should have looked at that already. Where's RPM gone? Fingers crossed Roy got server 1. Fingers crossed. No, he got server 2 as well. So we'll have to juggle drivers there so that me and Roy are different servers so that we can be the hosts. Alright, thank you very much, guys, once again for watching in. I'll get those server lists up as soon as I can, so everybody will know which server they've been assigned, and then the registrations will open. And we'll look forward to the racing on Wednesday evening. Massive appreciation to you guys for sticking with the stream. Late home from work, couldn't get everything up and running, and then when I did, we had a visitor, and my wife forgot that I was going to be streaming and brought her into the living room where I stream, so everything got just a little bit mad. So extra long stream. Thanks for sticking with it. We'll put some time markery things in there that YouTube allows you to do, some time points so that you can quickly jump to the info. It'll take me about half an hour, hopefully, to get everything collated, if that's the right word. I'm not sure it is, but anyway, into a single post, and then, yeah, registration's open. Cheers, guys. Thanks for your patience, and see you on track on Wednesday.